Want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and the bishops, a great millstone who labor night and day, making sure that the 144,000 hopeful elect, 1/3, are well fed, equipped to go out in highways and hedges, make videos. May this lesson be edifying to all the aqua and to all the Akim. Peace and salutations to those that are in GMS that might look like these other nations, but are in fact of the 144,000 hopeful elect. Peace and salutation to the Aqua who are listening in silence. And peace and salutation to all those that support this truth. Peace and salutation to all the prophets and to all the teachers of GMS. May this lesson be edifying to all that listen to. Shalom. I'm trying to make this a short video. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Really supposed to be sleeping, but hey, Spirit put on me to get this out. Seeing this come on the timeline. So basically, last year they was already talking about cutting Section 8 and cutting food stamps. So I just wanted to show that this stuff is coming. And some of this stuff has already started. Section 8 cutting off in 2026. Thousands are losing their home assistance. Play a little small set of this in these videos.
Your limits now to Section 8. If you can't get your shit done in 2 years, you need to grow the fuck up and figure it out. I made a post about people that have been on Section 8 since 1994. And I see a lot of you guys are getting upset about it. And I know most of you guys that are getting upset about it is because it's y'all. I don't care.
So if you haven't heard already, Section 8 is being cut. Apparently, there's been people taking advantage of the Section 8 program for the last 10, 20 years now. Some even passing it down to their kids. Crazy part is, Section 8 was never supposed to be permanent. So how did this happen?
Listen to me. I don't feel bad for nobody that got $800 or $600 last month in food stamps. And this month is going to get on the internet and beg the internet to buy them food. Do you know that working class Americans aren't even spending that much on groceries? So respectfully, I'm not going against you in your food stamp saga because I had food stamps. And they were wonderful. They were a blessing. They are a blessing. But I don't understand where we're going with this. The working class Americans that go to work from 16 hours to 8 hours a day are not
I think there's people out there getting over $800 to $1,000 a month.
Millions on Section 8. And let me tell you, that is the best news. I am all for people who are needing help, but these programs are meant to be temporary. So now they have a 2-year max. And if you are a lifelong recipient and have been receiving Section 8 for years and even passing it down to your kids, that won't happen anymore. Because let me tell you, there is a 2-year limit now to Section 8. If you can't get your shit done in 2 years, you need to grow the fuck up and figure it out.
So with everything
been on there so long to the point that people that are trying to apply cannot get in. Now those people have been on that wait list for 15 plus years because you guys got so comfortable without paying anything that you guys want to just stay and lower yourself like that. It should not be like that at all.
I would suggest you look at this video right here. Even though it was 5 months ago. Because I was keeping up on this, but I kind of slacked back from it. But yeah, it's real, the 2-year plan. It's amazing how this stuff happened for a little bit, but it's here now. It's here. And see, a lot of people also are not thinking about, what's going down right here. And this is everything, 2026 changes for HUD, Section 8, emergency housing, vouchers, SNAP food, SNAP, Medicare. You know, all this stuff is coming down the pipe. And if you want to keep receiving your snaps, you know, you have to go through a program. Now, see, a lot of people have relied on this whore, this beast, to get all the things that they want. See, people think this is just, you know, the streets are made of gold. And it's not. These streets are about to be made of nothing but broken concrete and dust. Now, even though this was 4 months ago, we are going into the month of May. And this is officially May the 4th. All right, so we're in the 5th month of the year. And it says 18 states set to ban SNAP recipients from using benefits for some junk foods. And we all heard about that. You know, we have heard about that. But these things are still going to be relevant because, see, this cruel Lord, Nero, now this is one day ago. Now this brother's bringing out was about to be going on. Go ahead, play a little bit of that.
Starting May 1st, tens of thousands of Illinoisans will have to work, volunteer, or train for 80 hours a month if they want to continue getting SNAP benefits. Up to 150,000 Illinoisans are at risk of losing their SNAP benefits on May 1st, and over 100,000 more over the course of the next year. And for those who lose eligibility, Citizen Action Illinois worries about their options. Our local food pantries, the lines are going to be down the block. We already saw some of that effect in last November when the government was in a temporary shutdown and SNAP benefits were impacted, and that's what we're going to see at a much larger magnitude.
Illinois residents will lose their SNAP benefits because of the Trump administration and this big, beautiful bill. Right now in Illinois, thousands of people are being cut off food stamps. Some people will lose their food stamps starting today, May 1st, 2026, and here's why. Remember when the government changed the rules early this year? Well, now they're being enforced. If you're considered an able-bodied adult with dependents, you have to work, volunteer, or be in a job training program for at least 80 hours a month in order to keep your benefits. If you don't meet those requirements, you only can get food stamps for 3 months out of a 3-year period. After that, your benefits stop. This is why people...
Imagine that. Out of a 3-year period, you only get 3 months. That's marked for death if you ain't got nothing going on. You're marked for death. And see, people, it's one thing. A lot of people say, well, let's grow our land and grow our own food. Yeah, okay. Now, this is the guy from Doppel 07. You can tell he don't know nothing what's going on. He brings out a lot of good information, you know. And we jump into that sometimes, but he don't know what's going on. And this, Salakia, there's a guy right here talking about farmland and stuff. Listen up.
Other people, which I doubt it's going to happen, but if we raise enough concern and our voices are loud enough and enough video spreads out there, maybe it gets them to back off a little bit to some degree, and our voices are loud enough and enough if we raise enough concern and our voices are loud enough, and if we raise enough concern and our voices are loud enough and enough video spreads out there, maybe it gets them to back off loud enough and enough video spreads out there, maybe it gets them to back off a little bit to some degree, but people got to start calling this out in their neck of the woods to the agencies right there in their neck of the woods, if you ask me. But the only way you're going to know is...
The thing is, Y'all could do all the screaming that you want, thinking that the government gonna make a change, man. It's not. Imagine, we all been listening to this guy. No offense to the guy, but we gotta keep it real at the end of the day. If you're not screaming Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you ain't saying nothing. He think because we get enough people together and do this and that, we could stop them and fight them. That stuff ain't happening, man. This course is going to keep going. This course is moving forward. It's moving forward. You're not going to get this thing to go left, to go right. And even if it does, it's still going forward. It's not going back. This train is already on the movement to do what it's supposed to do. And the cargo that it's supposed to deliver. It's going to be nothing but that.
Get some chickens going, get something going. You'd be surprised. A handful of chickens can keep you and your family alive in a crisis situation. This harvest is going to be one of the worst ever. How can it not? More than half of our farmers cannot get the fertilizer that they need. 70% are in a bad position. Most of the country is green thumbing it this year. Getting some chickens going, getting something going. You'd be surprised. A handful of chickens can keep you and your family alive in a crisis situation. This harvest is going to be one of getting some chickens going, getting something going. You'd be surprised. A handful of chickens can keep you and your family alive in a crisis situation.
Now see, you would think a guy who had his YouTube channel for as amount of years that he had. And I remember when I used to follow him, then I stopped following him, and I restarted following him again. And I said, well, I really don't want to follow this dude. But I said, I'm going to only follow him just, to get information out of him. Just get the news and updates. Because, you can't find everything. And he does have some good information. But the sad thing is, he don't know what's going on. This man's talking about green thumbing it this year. In 2026. This land is not even perking like how it used to. He's talking about this. You're not going to get what you once used to get out of this land. It's not going to happen. America is finished, man. I guess he didn't get the memo.
This harvest is going to be one of the worst ever. How can it not? More than half of our farmers cannot get the fertilizer that they need. 70% are in a bad position. Most of the country is in an engineered drought. This is all by design. This is engineered. And it's going to bring about, obviously, a low yield in crops, which will result in famine. If this keeps happening globally, for sure. I know in some areas people are saying that over the years they've noticed the bugs have disappeared gradually. And again, some people are seeing them in abundance, kind of like I have here. And I'm thankful for that. But, you could go an hour from here and they'd be gone. So what's really going on? The skies, what's being dumped on us constantly, again, engineered. Every bit of it. Every bit of it, man. I would get ready. It looks like they're going in hyperdrive. And it looks like this whole Iran thing is to reset the globe. And like everyone's going to suffer.
And it is. Everyone is going to suffer. This is the reset for the Israelites to rule. And that's what it's going to be at the end of the day. Whether you like it or not. I ain't dropping any scriptures on this video, but sometimes you just got to show what's really going on. May Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai be protecting the children of Israel, the true children of Israel, and the men of GMS that's bringing this message out to all the Akim. Shalom.